Maine to me has always meant the ocean and lobster, and that's why I settled here in Boothbay Harbor. It's beautiful, it's charming, it's authentic. There's golf, there's tennis, of course swimming. You can go boat touring, whale watching, all those things that are available on the coast of Maine. Thank you for watching Dock and Dine, and we'll see you real soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Katie Shorey and you're watching Dock and Dine. Here's a look at what's coming up on this week's episode.
Kezar Lake means everything to me. It gets in your soul. So now that I've been here for 30 years, I can't imagine being anywhere else.
People here really work hard to preserve the lake, support our local businesses, and be kind to each other. It's a very lovely town.
Hi everyone, I'm Katie Shorey. Welcome to Dock and Dine. I am so excited to show you around my hometown of Lovell, Maine. I love this place. There's such a sense of community and you always know your neighbor. So first up today, we are going to go to Kizer Lake Marina. Let's go.
It started back as a dream when I was 10 years old. So people would ask, what do you want to do when you get older? And I told them I want to own the marina on Kizer. And then 30 years ago, I was coming up with my family and I saw a for sale sign and bought it. Kizer Lake means everything to me. It gets in your soul. So now that I've been here for 30 years, I can't imagine being anywhere else. The importance of this lake to the Lovell economy is pretty much everything. Without the lake, without the homeowners, without the tourists, there wouldn't be the majority of the businesses there are, including the marina. But of course, without the marina, there wouldn't be the people on the lake, because you need both to survive. We have 5 generations in some families that come up to Kizer. Kinnepik Cottages, where I started coming as a child, their families owned it for 70 years, and they all still come up to Kizer. So we have a total of 34 people who work here during peak season. About a little more than half of them are teenagers. They're kids that are getting their very first job at age 14, like you did, Katie. And then there are people that have been back for year after year after year. To me, it's a pleasure because they keep me young. I've had kids that have gone on to Harvard, the Air Force Academy, Bates, Bowdoin, Colby, Brown, I mean, just to name a few. And they're all wonderful people. Most of them are from the Freiburg Academy, but we also get the summer residents, where the little kid was coming in getting worms at age 8, and now at age 16, they're selling the worms. So it's a great time. And it's truly a bouquet of humanity. I mean, we get people from all walks of life, all income levels, all parts of the country, and they just add to the experience for me. And I love it when the kids are here. The Loon's Nest seats 98 people. We have an upper deck and a lower deck. And we have inside dining with air conditioning. We're primarily a seafood restaurant, but we also have pizza. We have usually 1 or 2 chicken dishes, and we'll try to have a beef dish. Sometimes you have everyone's coming in and getting a shrimp stir fry, and then the next night everyone's coming in and ordering a full lobster dinner. So there's just a lot of choices. I got together with 2 friends of mine on the lake, Ken Goldman and Kelly Rickards. We're all photographers, and we did a book called Our Kizer. We have pictures of the parade in town. We have pictures of the local automotive garage, and quite a bit about the lake. But Our Kizer is a much bigger experience than just the lake itself. I have 2 favorite spots. One of them is the Upper Bay, up by the islands. And the other spot is Northwest Cove in Lower Bay, where Sucker Brook comes in, because it's just this very quiet estuary, a lot of wildlife, and there's no houses. So I love that. I would describe it as probably one of the cleanest lakes you'll ever see in your life. If you get a glass and you scoop the water, it looks like, and compare it to Poland spring water, it looks like that. We have mountains that just spill right into the lake. It's diverse. The lower bay averages about 12 feet in depth, and it's great fishing. It's very rocky. Then you come through the Narrows, and then it connects into Middle Bay. In Middle Bay, there tends to be a lot of boating activity. And they get up into the big upper bay where it goes down to over 160 feet in depth. The ledges is granite that just comes right down into the water. The houses are set back. So there's just so much to do if you love boating, kayaking, you know, paddle boarding. A lot of people will water ski, and there's always a spot. There's always a spot you can find where you can just be alone. That's, to me, the beauty of Kizer. I take my fiance. I would take her because she is the person I like to be with, and she's the one that I love being out on Kizer with.
Well, growth construction has been around for 40 years. My dad started building docks in the lake 40 years ago, and then eventually built up to a small crew of guys doing one house a year. And now we're a 7-carpenter company that does custom home building for people from around the world that come to Lovell, Kizer Lake, and Maine building houses. My dad started 40 years ago just building docks and installing docks. And so he went from just himself till he had a small crew and he started doing one house a year. You know, we used to be exclusively on Kizer Lake for 30 years, and now we've kind of ventured out from there. So we're kind of setting our roots around the lake communities within Maine. My dad's been hand drawing plans for 30 years, so he'll do that. We do custom homes, we'll do custom cabinetry, everything we do is custom. Doing what we can to, you know, be stewards and just take care of the lake that we work around. I spent almost every day as a teenager on this lake on Linda and Bill's boat, and we'd go tubing, we'd go wakeboarding, we'd go water skiing. I go fishing here with my dad and my in-laws, and actually later today my in-laws and I and our kids are going to meet up, and we're going to go on the lake and have kind of a dinner picnic out on the lake. It's a great community. We our company, just like everybody else around here, you know, our focus is this lake. It's what brings us here, what brings other people here. It's what centers our community. We've done stuff for different churches around here. We've done the Lovell Historical Society. We've renovated their buildings and spaces. And you know, it's just this tight-knit community of people that live here year-round, taking care of a lake that has brought us here, but also brings thousands of other people here every year. We renovated the Lovell Library in town, in the village, and they do a great farmers market there now. The brick steeple church behind that. So we've done a lot of community projects around just, you know, being here for 40 years, that's what you do, you help out the community yourself. As you grow up in communities, I don't think you appreciate what they are until you move away. And I spent 5 years away and then kind of just made my way back and just really love the fact that I'm here again. So I'm the 3rd generation, you know, learning from my dad, building with my dad, and now I'm working with my kids and, you know, doing little house projects. And you know, this weekend my dad and my son built a little ramp off the dock together. So building is kind of within our family, within our blood. I get to go to work every day. I go see my dad, and then I go drive to a house on a lake and work on a beautiful lake, building a beautiful house with my family. I mean, there's not a lot of things to complain about there.
The redesigned Honda CR-V EX is better than ever. It has more passenger and cargo volume than the Toyota RAV4, with more horsepower than the Subaru Forester. Visit your Honda dealer and test drive the CR-V EX today.
Hi everyone, welcome to Print Salon in Falmouth.
Hello, my name is Jay Dearborn. I am the president of WEX Corporate Payments. I left Maine at 18. I was gone 18 years. Had the opportunity to come back. I've been back now for 3.5 years and couldn't be happier to have both my life and my work here in Maine.
I'm Brianna.
And I'm Nick.
And we're at the Lodge at Pleasant Point.
In Lovell, Maine.
We're originally from Pennsylvania, so right outside of Philadelphia. We decided that we were going to settle here because of beautiful mountains, the lake, and
the view's unbeatable.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of just a great spot.
My parents have had a place further north up in Grand Lake Stream for years. My grandparents had a place there, so we always vacationed. And actually, I guess it was 2 summers ago, we were up there and we ate dinner at a lodge and got the wheels going and decided that we were gonna try this out.
It started as a joke at first, and then it kind of came to life.
Inspired.
And yeah, we just went with it.
Yeah. Everybody has been super supportive. Just for the restaurant, they come in and dine with us. They've supported us throughout the winter. You know, we've done a couple of events with the community, and they've been fantastic.
It's a lot of teamwork. Everyone seems to kind of group together and do it all, so it's pretty cool.
We really wanted to keep the charm of the building the same, but wanted to update everything. So just kind of make it
new old.
Yeah, new old. Yeah.
We try to reuse as much of the original building as possible with our renovations to kind of keep it, keep that feel of nostalgia, but have it be updated and brand new for everyone. So yeah. We found a lot of old stuff. First of all, some old signage from when the place was
the original
owners owned it, especially behind the bar. The old refrigerator that's behind there is original to the building also. Yep. So the bar was actually built out of an old walk-in cooler that we had torn out of the back in the kitchen and replaced because some of it was rotted. The wood, the roof had leaked above it, and so we salvaged what we could.
We had a lot of requests last summer where people wanted to bring their boats and either come in and eat in the restaurant or do the takeout. So what people can do is we have 2 slips that are assigned for diners, and they can just come, dock their boats, walk up here and enjoy a meal. Peter is our new chef this season, so he came in and basically
switched a bunch of stuff up.
Switched it up.
Gave us a new breath in here of different stuff. So we're offering it to everybody, and we've had some positive feedback so far.
The pork ossobuco is a huge hit right now.
Chicken a la Pleasant Point's a big one too for us. So
it's a nice light pasta dish, which is nice for the summer. And then our menu's going to be changing again start July, so we're going to add a couple more items in as well.
So tell me about the other businesses around town. I mean, how do you all work together? Does it feel like a community?
We partner with a lot of the local organizations just to kind of, we'll point a lot of our guests to, for example, Harvest Gold. They're always, our guests are always looking for things to do, especially on a rainy day, so we'll send them up there. Old Saco we partner with pretty frequently for weddings. They'll send a lot of their wedding guests here to lodge. And then the Marina, of course, because guests want to use boats, so they go down there and they rent them. So we partner with a lot of local businesses.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Brianna, thank you so much for having us here at the lodge. We will definitely be back. So cheers.
Awesome. Cheers.
Boothbay Harbor, everybody. Come on down.
This
we
is
cue
how
the weather.
it is all summer.
All summer long.
You don't have to go far to find a relaxing and rejuvenating getaway.
Wow. I bet a lot of your guests say wow.
Boothbay Harbor Country Club and their luxurious sister properties. The perfect spot for a staycation on the beautiful Maine coast.
It's about service. Your first impressions are everything. And you drive through the gatehouse, you're treated well. You drop off your bag, there's someone there to grab your bag for you and be able to enjoy your day.
There are 3 great ways to stay and play. Spend a few days in the stunning new golf villas overlooking the first hole. Choose from one of the beautiful Boothbay Harbor summer cottages with options in town, on the water, or golf side. Or head to the harbor for a stay at their oceanside resort. All 3 accommodation options provide exclusive membership benefits with the award-winning Boothbay Harbor Country Club.
Architectural Digest made us best club in America, best clubhouse for design and usefulness and friendliness. And then Down East Magazine has just recognized us for the 2nd year in a row as the best country club, best golf course in the state of Maine, which I agree with completely.
Wherever you choose to stay and play, there are also delicious dining options. access to the wellness center, and an opportunity to explore the harbor in a Hinckley yacht. All right here at the world-renowned Boothbay Harbor Oceanside Golf Resort.
Hi everyone, I'm Jillian Scher, founder of the Ladies Adventure Club. We're a membership organization and our mission is to adventure in community. Well, this summer, due to COVID-19, we are really missing that community part, but we can still get out there and adventure. And there is a lot of great adventuring for us to do in this wonderful state of ours.
Today I'm at the top of Mount Zircon near Rumford, Maine, but actually the hike I wanted to tell you about is called Blueberry Mountain, and that's in western Maine, just north of Fryeburg and south of Gilead. During the summer months, the trail is packed with wild blueberries, which are great for picking, and when you're done with your hike, you can hop into Rattlesnake Pool, which is a gorgeous swimming hole. No rattlesnakes, I promise you. And just before your hike, stop at the Stowe Corner Store in Stowe to buy one of their delicious egg sandwiches, which would be great fuel for your hike.
The outdoors is still waiting for you, so jump in. And if you have questions about the Ladies Adventure Club or outside adventuring in Maine, visit ladiesadventureclubmaine.com. Happy adventuring!
Harvest Gold Gallery is a collection of American-made crafts in a 7-room gallery overlooking this beautiful Kizer Lake and the White Mountains. And we highlight the Harvest Gold jewelry line, which my husband Bill and I have been creating since 1985. Last time we counted, we had over 200 American artists in all different types of media. My husband and I make the gold jewelry, then we probably have 30 fine artists for painters, and we have sculptors outside. And then we have lots of other amazing crafts, from hand-painted silk scarves and pottery and beautiful glass. So it's quite a fun trip to come through the gallery. We've had people say it looks like a museum in here. As you can see, we have a gorgeous view. And so we're offering it up for couples to get married here, and we can supply the rings. We have an officiant in-house. We also have an in-house photographer available, and you can even have your honeymoon night at the little honeymoon cabin down on the lake. So it's very exciting. Micro weddings seem to be in need right now. So I'm very excited for our summers coming up this year because we've been having a new program with plein air artists. Plein air means the artists come and set their easel up here in the yard, and it's very socially distant friendly, and the customers love it. They can see the artists take a plain canvas and make a beautiful masterpiece. So I'm looking forward to that this summer. People can just drive through and see gorgeous works of art displayed in the natural light outside the building. And I think the color and the style of the abstract really brings a smile to people. They just don't expect to see a gorgeous painting on the outside of the building. We chose Lovell because of the view, but also we chose Lovell because the community here is very open arms to artists. People here really work hard to preserve the lake, support our local businesses, and be kind to each other. It's a very lovely town. First thing in the morning, the lake is very calm. So when my son lived here, the favorite thing was to go wakeboarding. Now that my son has grown up and moved on, my favorite thing is to go kayaking. Having the gallery here, I feel like it's part of my job to recommend places in town for people to go, and we have so many wonderful places here in town. I am totally in love with the lodge at Pleasant Point. They have a new chef this year from Bethel who is just fabulous. The other place I love is the Seventh Lodge Club. I always love the Marina and Lee down there, greatest ice cream cones anywhere. I would probably want to bring my grandmother because my grandmother always came to all my spots I ever lived. So I would love to take her on my boat and give her the gorgeous tour of Kizer Lake.
Hi, I'm Bruce Moffitt. We're at the old Saco Inn. This is the wedding and event barn that we built last year. I'm most excited for people to see this building. A lot of them haven't been here yet because it was only open for private events until now. So, and it's awesome to see the reaction when they step in the door and see the space. We're on the old course of the Saco River, and we have canoes and kayaks that our guests use, and occasionally someone will canoe or kayak in to our establishment. We're technically part of Freiburg, but we're actually closer to Lovell. And the summer community at Kizer Lake and the year-round community supports us in our restaurant heavily. And a lot of times they'll have overflow from their houses, and they'll need additional guest rooms, so they support the inn as well. Well, Kizer Lake is, as you know, a beautiful place, and but the most beautiful part about Kizer Lake are the people that live on Kizer Lake. Our locals support us throughout the winter and spring, and then in the summertime we get extremely busy with all the visitors to Kizer Lake. I want them to know that you know, as soon as we can, we'll be hosting them in guest rooms, and also, you know, weddings in the future. I mean, this year is tough, but next year we have some weekends open for weddings, so we'd like you to know that we're available for that as well. And we're a year-round facility. This building is heated and air-conditioned, so we can have weddings in the winter, the summer, fall, spring. We're building some outdoor venues for outdoor ceremonies, and we're excited about that too. We're going to have a big 4th of July, mostly outdoor, to keep people safe. And we're going to have some other musical events. We're talking to some musicians to come and play. We're going to try to keep things going here every weekend so that we have something going on. As you know, a lot of our weddings were postponed this year because of the virus. So we're opening the barn to use it as our restaurant this summer. Our kitchen here is much larger than the kitchen we have up at the inn. We have a lot of equipment that we don't have up there, so we can create a lot of different dishes here than we can up there. The space allows us to socially isolate, to keep people as safe as they can be. All of our servers are wearing masks, and we're sterilizing everything and trying to keep everybody safe.
What do we have here?
Okay, there we go. Here's our house marinated steak tips. They're made with black Angus beef. And this is our Thai chicken peanut dish. You can get it vegetarian with chicken, shrimp, or scallops if you like. And this one, saved for last, I'm assuming will be your favorite, the seafood risotto. It's one of our most popular dishes. It's made with jumbo shrimp, fresh Maine lobster, and scallops.
This is definitely going to be my favorite.
And the fresh asparagus, of course.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bruce, thank you so much for having us. This has been such a treat.
Thank you for coming, and make sure you tell Vanessa and Aaron that we can't wait to see them again.
Sure will. Thank you for watching Dock and Dine. To check out all of our other episodes, visit mainlifemedia.com or follow us on Instagram at Dock and Dine Maine. Happy exploring, and we'll see you next week. Speaking of childhood, I worked for you. Was I a good employee?
When you worked for me, you were a great employee. You were always smiling.
Harvest Gold, Dock and Dine 103.
Wait, you gotta clap.
You gotta. Oh, I actually have to clap?
Yeah.
This is my first time, so you gotta bear with me.
Okay. Do the clapping. Do the clapping.